Women all over the world are battling different forms of inequalities, being it at the social or professional levels. This March, the SOTAMBE Film Institute is celebrating women, their dreams, and the courage to beat the odds. Female Film Focus is an appreciation series to increase visibility of females in the male-dominated industry, and we are going to share with you conversations with five amazing Zambian filmmakers who are going to talk about the ups and downs of their jobs, their dreams, and a little bit more. To all warriors in heels, this edition is for you. Happy International Women's Day.
Hello there and welcome to Female Film Focus with SOTAMBE. I'm so excited to be taking this journey with SOTAMBE as we get to meet phenomenal women who are in the film industry doing amazing things. I know so very often what we get to talk about are the people that we see on camera, but who is in the background? And so this for Women's Month is where we get to meet all the women doing amazing things for film, not just in Zambia, but in Africa as well. My name is Nisa Level Piri, and trust me, I'm so excited to be speaking to the woman I'm speaking to today because she is one of the people who work tirelessly to make us look amazing on camera. And as you might see by now, that today I didn't have one of her industry mates to actually get me prepped for this particular recording, but we get to learn more about her. Thandiwe, Kamanga, thank you so much for your time. How are you today? And happy Women's Month.
Thank you, Sam. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. And so first things first, it's very important to know this person. I know we're going to talk a lot about your work and what you do, but let's start with who you are. Who is Thandiwe? What would you like people to know about you?
So Thandiwe Kamanga is a mother, a wife, and a consultant for something else away from film.
I like that. I really like that. A lot of people are generalists these days where you do one thing, but you do other things. And so glad to know. But please tell us, we're talking about being a makeup artist. How did that happen? Was it always a dream of yours, or was it just one of those things that you saw an opportunity and you got straight into it?
I would say it was it came as an opportunity. So I started out as an actress at Joy Productions, and I saw a gap. Being a makeup artist is one of the fields that a lot of people didn't take seriously, and right. I thought it was it's actually one of the most important aspect of film. So I thought I should study more about it and take it up.
Right.
Yeah. So a year after featuring films, I was actually doing fine as an actress, but looking at how the makeup aspect of film was limping, that's how I had to not entirely quit the other one, but then I had to take more time into the on the makeup scene than being an actress.
Right. I think another question that a lot of people would like to know, I know I would like to know this. Lately, we see a lot of advertisements going around, and I think it makes me happy being a creative to see a lot of different creative businesses starting up, and I think makeup is one of those. So I'm going for an event, do my makeup. What is the difference between that and we are doing a film, come on and do makeup? What's the difference? If there's any.
Okay, so there's really a very big difference between glam makeup and film makeup, because film makeup is what makes the character look believable. I'll give you an example. If a person has been in prison like for a long time, okay, let's not even talk about prison. If a person has been mad and they've been on the street, you understand? Before somebody says, or before a fellow actor says that's a mad person, the the viewers should be able to see saying there's something wrong with this person. So that's why we come to make the characters look believable, even as they punch their lines, to convince the viewers at least the appearance should also play the part.
So is that where the term makeup effect come from, or is that something different?
It's different.
Tell us about it. What does that mean?
So there are so many forms of film makeup. There is day-to-day, like maybe an actress is waking up, they're going to bed, you know, they need to look natural. Of course, you don't go to bed with makeup and stuff like that. But there's sort of makeup which is done to make them look like that, because you can't shine on camera. I think you know about there are rules in film. You can't be shining on camera, and you can't look a different way from what you're supposed to look like. Like when you're going to bed, you're supposed to look like you're going to bed. You have to be natural. So when you're waking up in the morning, you need to look like you're waking up in the morning, but clean, you understand? So there's that type of makeup which when you're applying on someone, they look natural, like they don't have makeup, but there's been makeup for camera done on them.
Right.
Yes. Then
that's some interesting information.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
So when it comes to SFX, or I'll put it in simpler terms, is special effects. So special effects is that kind of makeup where if somebody has been beaten, they have a dark eye, they've been bruised, they've been shot. So like you create a bullet wound, a cut, a knife, like somebody has been cut with a knife, or a finger has been chopped off. You try and create such kinds of looks. Those fall under SFX.
Right. I really like that. And it makes me wonder what your day is like. Say you are recording or you're on set, right? What does your day look like? I know with actors, they'll then need to go through their script and rehearse the script. And for directors, they must go through the script and go through with the actors and actresses. What happens with you? Are you also directed by a script? Do you sit down with the director and they tell you, this is what we want?
So some information, yes, you have to be directed by the director with the kind of vision that they have. But then we also go through the script, because inside the script, inside the lines, there are also some descriptions on how the actor should feel, on how the actor should look like. If I'll give you an example. So a person, they are going out through an emotional situation in the script, and then you see a description, then they look pale on their face, or they look weak. That's where now the makeup artist comes in. You need to make them look pale, and you need to make them look weak. So my day starts with a script as well. So in fact, my reading of the script is even deeper than of the actress, because the actress, their job would just be to their job. I wouldn't actually want to say just, because also mastering lines is also another job. You understand? So their job to master the lines, but my job would be also to know the lines, to know the progression of their lines, and at which point they have to look weak. So you follow step by step, and you put in notes, and you are supposed to, a makeup artist, a film makeup artist is supposed to stay closer to the director. Yes. So they'll tell you saying, at this point, I want this person to look weak or to look pale. They'll bring out the emotions, but also the visuals. They have to look the part as well.
Right. I really like that. And I think I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Of all the series and films that you've actually been able to work on, which one would you say allowed you to bring out your best artistic self as far as makeup is concerned? I know it might be difficult to pick which baby was your best, but this one you have to do for us and tell us why. Why was it your best? Could have been a series or film.
Can I pick two?
Please go ahead.
Okay, so the first one where I was really given chance to like just bring out my creativity was Mufaya.
Right. Come on. Yes.
Yes, Mufaya.
Nice.
You know what? Do your thing. You understand what you're doing. We trust you. Just communicate with the director. And they actually told me saying, if you see that there's something that needs to be done, because Mufaya is really an intense film
Yes.
about a person going out through emotions and different days of life. There are points where you see him smart. He starts becoming gangster. Then later on, he starts looking like a mad person, you know, like all that journey. So they actually allowed me to transform him into what I thought was visual enough and creative enough for the character to look believable. The second one would be Zuba season 1 and season 2.
Right.
I was
Right.
highly guided by Becky and Jesse. Like they told me saying, actually, because it was the first time doing that genre in Zambia, a telenovela. So they actually told me what the telenovela allows and what it doesn't. And thank God, a telenovela, everything has to be, what's the word? Things have to be exaggerated.
I think the story has to be told.
But then things have to be exaggerated a little bit, but then without running away from the context of the story. Yeah. So they said, okay, this is what this genre is about. So you're allowed to sugarcoat. So that was like the best for me, where they tell me, so this character is I'll give you an example. She's born, she can do whatever it is that she wants, she doesn't listen from anyone, stuff like that. I was allowed to give her hair, give her those little tattoos. Like I went overboard with the makeup. I would give her a black lipstick and stuff like that. So I was really given a chance to bring out my creativity in that series, and being the first.
And well done for that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you did a great job. And I think I really do appreciate that you picked this two, Mfaya, as well as Zuba, because even on you working on Zuba season 1 and Zuba season 2, even the improvement, even the progression is seen. And I think I'm that person who looks out for like, okay, so who produced this? Who produced this? And even beautiful that you worked on Zuba with fellow women in film and were allowed to just express yourselves and grow even with the cast. That was just brilliant. And I really love that for you. So now let's talk about it, because here I am talking about how you've been able to work with other women in film industry. Our Zambian industry is still dominated by men. And so we may want to say, no, maybe not so many are in makeup, but I do understand that you might find your directors are male, that your producers, your writers. How have you navigated your path through the industry? Especially here you are, you're talking about being a mother. So how has that interacted with your family life? How do you navigate this journey?
Okay, so the most important thing is knowing how to separate your time, like the family time and the work time, like the film time. Film is work. For me, it's like a full-time work. Yeah. So with the male directors, it's you let them know, you sit them down and make them understand if you have anything that creates that you want to bring across to them. Some would be like, okay, it's okay, we'll just film it. And who sit down and listen to what you're saying, and if they find sense, they'll let you know, they'll let you do whatever it is that you want to do. I'll give you an example. On Fire, I was the only girl in the crew.
Wow. Yeah.
I worked with guys the entire time. At some point, I even started feeling like I was tomboy or something. So they actually the male directors also, they listen. The point most of the times when you want to bring them across to the female directors, they easily understand, because obviously the things that you want to talk about, the transformations about makeup, probably they would actually they would already understand and know some of these things. As you know, some of the women like do makeup and they understand, saying this doesn't go well and that doesn't, and stuff like that. So it has been a fair chunk on both sides.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's interesting. And earlier during your introduction, you did share that you are also an actress, that you started to do acting and you saw an opportunity doing makeup on set. Tell me something. How would you rate yourself on camera? Because it's easy to say behind the camera, I've been able to transform faces and bring character into being. How are you now if you're asked to play a character? How would you rate yourself? Tell us about that.
One thing that I haven't forgotten about acting is knowing how to master my lines.
Right.
And second, understanding the character and understanding the background of the character, and understanding the right emotions that you need to bring out. So if I say I do makeup and acting, not fully acting, like I wouldn't even take up a role that would be like 30% in the movie. No.
Right.
Usually I just do feelings. You understand?
Right.
You're looking for a person to just pass and say 2 lines. I do that. What that Chapson said. Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So if you noticed in Zula season 4, we also worked on Zula season 4. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Nice.
played the role of a doctor. And so far, a lot of people they were like, we thought you couldn't act and stuff like that. And the director then was us, and he was like, it's just that there's
exactly
chosen and she loves it, and this is this is why you don't see her more on the camera. Otherwise, I would rate myself from 100. I would give myself 70%.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll take it. Well done. Well done. Now, you are able to do a lot of things and really contribute so much value to the film industry in Zambia. I want you to talk about having more women in the industry. Why is this important? And what are the opportunities that you believe are available to women as far as getting in the film industry?
Okay, so there are a lot of opportunities now, hey? When I started out,
right,
when I just first joined the film industry, we used to do it for passion. You understand? Like I worked for free for like 5 years in order for me to gain experience. As you know, there's no film school in Zambia.
Yeah.
Till Jesse brought in the young cinema Zambia. That's when now we started the thing. Wanted to start about film, and makeup was not one of them. Yeah, for makeup I had to go and be outside, then came back, because I really believed this still there was no proper understanding of the difference between a bridal makeup artist and a film makeup artist, and I've seen mistakes on the people would just, when somebody says, no, I know how to paint, I know how to do brows, and I know let's go, you work on my project. But you bring in people that don't really understand how to translate.
Nice. I really, really like that for you. And thank you so much for sharing that information with us. Before we end, any message from you to other women, and they may not necessarily be in the industry of film, but being Women's Month and celebrating women and calling women to take up opportunities even in creative sector, what would your encouragement be?
So my encouragement to fellow women would be take up whatever opportunity that presents itself to you. Take it up and be serious with it, and never despise the humble beginning. It's It's a small step takes us forward. Yeah. So whatever it is that lands in your hands, please treasure it, keep it, and grow it.
Yeah.
Yes. It will take you wherever you want to go. I would say when you see something, sometimes use passion. You understand? Use passion. Passion gives birth to professionalism, and thereafter money.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happens to me.
So would you tell us right now that the money has started coming in?
Yes. Very confident.
Oh, nice.
very
a Zambian who's on this.
And yeah, I'm glad to inform you that now I'm mentoring about 5 girls into makeup because I want to give this mantle for now. I'm stepping I'm trying to steps forward because I started when Young Cinema Zambia came in. I started something different. So I started film producing, and to my name I have a project. Yeah. Which are showing on international film festivals. I can't really talk about I belong to the school because I produce them for school. Yeah, this is when I'm trying to use mine and pitch it and, and get on and do things. So now I'm stepping into producing. So you start small and you progress.
Right.
So
well, Thandiwe, thank you so much.
We'll speak on producers.
Soon we'll have you here talking about being a producer, right? I really like that.
Thank you so much.
And I want to say thank you to you also for making time to share this story. I think there are a lot of nuggets that I'll pick. Firstly, you've talked about being passionate. Do something out of passion and it will lead into professionalism. Money will come. That is very important. And you also mentioned that don't be a liability. There are a lot of opportunities around, and you are honest that the money has come for you. Not everybody will talk about the money eventually coming in. So thank you for inspiring us with your passion and with your story. All the best being a producer and taking up more projects as a producer, and also with the girls that you're mentoring. That is brilliant. That is exactly how you build legacy and how you pass on something. So on behalf of SOTAMBE, I just want to say thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Awesome. And to everybody watching, we just hope that you can continue the conversation. Listen, how do you do that? Continue following SOTAMBE on all the platforms. That's Instagram as well as Twitter. And we also have a Facebook page, and leave some comments. You could want to encourage Ms. Kamanga on her journey. You could want to know how you can become one of the mentees and learn more about makeup, particularly for film production. And of course, you might just want to learn more. Do leave a comment on what you would like to learn about. And SOTAMBE is here to share all in Zambia and Africa with you. So on behalf of them, my name is Niza Lebopiri. Until the next chat for Female Film Focus, stay right here. Bye-bye.